Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sunny Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we got Invasion event. Gonna be going over that with teams high, mid, and low. Then we got the weekly preview for Vulpacea. Vulpacea, that's how you say it, right? Right. Gonna be going over the Soulforge, event key drop table, Underspire, all kinds of stuff. You know the deal. Weekly preview. Let's go. But first, Invasion. So we'll get into Invasion first. Teams high, mid, and low so you can get going. Get going on your guild event. And then we'll do the weekly preview for Vulpacea. Remember the Soulforge changes on Friday, so we'll have this current Soulforge Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then we'll have a different one, at least for the Mythics and Legendaries, for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully you did pretty good in that Vault event, right? I was playing mostly on my new account. Let's give to the guild. I gotta set up the stream too. Actually, let's set up the stream. So Vulpacea's right here. And I'll run a trial so you have something to watch while I set up the stream. A little auto battle. Alright, Invasion, event teams, high, mid, low. Week's preview, Vulpacea Underspire Soulforge, Gems of War live, 11/24/2025. 1 week left in the month, chatathon this Saturday. Please subscribe. Looking to get the subscribers up a little bit. Maybe we can get to 8.5. It's our next milestone. It's not that far away, like 50 people. I'm sure there's like 50 of y'all that watch that aren't subscribed that could subscribe and get us to 8.5. That'd be sick. But let's do this. And let me set her up. I'll put on this thumbnail that I got. My controller's rumbling. Invasion event teams. We got the invasion troop. We got a tower. It's a tower. It's called. Some people call it towers. I call it invasion because that's the proper name. But some people call it towers. Tower killer. Hit that like. Turn in your ticket to the train, please. Alright, let me copy this, paste it down. It's almost Thanksgiving for y'all in the US. I think it's Thursday, huh? Only 3 days away. Sheesh. And Christmas will be right around the corner. 1 month from tomorrow. Christmas. Gems of War Invasion. Little elevator waiting room music. Put the gnome in the chat that was your gnome that you could not find this weekend, because mine was the bone beater, Mr. Baz. He was too busy beating his bone to come out and play. But I wasn't, you know, I was on my new account. I'll talk about it. I guess I can talk about it right now. Excuse me. So on my new accounts, you know, I just got Rowan, so I'm about as slow as I'm ever going to be in the Vault event without, you know, being before Rowan. So I started at level 99. I was under level 100, so I wasn't expecting too much out of it. 50 keys, 75 keys, maybe 100 max. So Rowan, not even with Miraji Queen, not even fully leveled or anything like that, fully ascended, no traits, just bare bones out of the box Rowan team. Mountain Crusher, Clockwork Sphinx, Rowan, Leprechaun. I do have Leprechaun fully traded because he would be useless otherwise, pretty much. So, had to do that. But I did okay. But I couldn't find freaking Baz. That was the only problem. But I just wasn't going as fast, right? So with Ironhawks, I'm just like boom, 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 boom. But with the Rowan team is like explosion, take a turn, blah blah blah. Now the fight's over, explosion. Maybe it gets up, maybe it doesn't. Match, maybe not. I don't know. Mountain Crusher, maybe. I don't know. Enemy takes a turn, maybe. I don't know. Boom, finally win the fight. So obviously, Ironhawk's about twice as fast, I would say, than what I was doing. So yeah, I mean, I farmed probably I don't know, a decent amount, about what I would do on my main account, maybe 3 hours a day, maybe 2, something like that. And ended up with 100 vault keys. I'll show y'all tomorrow. So we're probably gonna end up opening a bunch of vault keys tomorrow on the new account. We gotta cash those checks, especially on the new one. Gotta cash those checks, Get those gems, get that gold, get those souls, get those key, whatever it is. Got to get it. So we'll be doing that. We'll be doing a couple of other things real quick in the beginning of the stream tomorrow, but we'll also be opening a bunch of vault keys, epic vault keys. Alright, I think I got the stream set up. Let me jump into the chat, say hi to everybody. Go to live chat. We have Funky Town, Texas, #1. Frank Amison, #2. Good to see ya. Sauna, #3. You're sitting in the dentist office? Oh, no. Fourth is here. Like already punched. Nice, Darla. What is the purple thing at the bottom of the screen? Like the gem there? The lycanthropy gem? Maybe I'm late on that? Verse 3 and 4 was for you. Yoke is here. I don't know what you're talking about exactly, Horth, because I'm usually a little bit behind on the chat there. Are you talking about the heroic gems, like the blue one and the purple one? Or was it something else? Alright, one more thing, then I'm ready to go. Sorry. Just get my phone on for backup in case my chat crashes. Hype it? Can you hype it? I don't know. I'd probably rather you hype EverQuest. I think you only have a certain amount of hypes per certain amount of time, so... That last EverQuest I did is going pretty good. Unfortunately, I couldn't post a video yesterday. That sucked. The servers were down on Saturday. Alright, voice is being crazy. Sorry. Let's get out of this. I have to end autoplay and then wait till my turn. And then I can end it. Looks pretty even. Might have to try a few times, but I think we're actually in the lead. They have 18 on Skellycat, and we're about to kill it, so looks like we're slightly in the lead there. If you're curious about auto-battling the epic trials. Alright, let's go. So, first thing I like to do is give the guild my guild requirements. So it'll be redundant otherwise when I collect my mail. So I got almost all the basic tasks done. Do the brown one. Complete. That's fine. My main account did suffer this weekend. I wasn't playing the Vault event very much except for when I streamed on Friday, so... But I'm trying to show y'all what you can do on a new account. Alright, now we'll go get our mail. Okay, we got expired event medals. That's going to be really good for the new account because we're going to get Medal of Seasons most likely, which is pretty good medal for beginners. I'll take them. And here comes, hey, want to see what you get when you're in a good guild? Look when I start the next fight before I move? Okay. Sana with the gifted, thank you so much. You're a legend. Oh yeah, went to Yuri, I think. Yuri4636. It was more of a pet weekend for you, Sana? Not for me, you know me. I'll just keep banging my head against that wall. I'm never going to do a pet. Alright, look at all this beautiful loot. You guys have seen it multiple times. Maybe somebody out there hasn't, though. Get into a really good guild, and man, look at this. Woo! Woo, buddy! I got quite a bit of Dragonite on my new account, too. I guess I should wait to talk about my new account till tomorrow. That's mostly what I was doing over the weekend, so it's kind of fresh on my mind. Alright. Now, I'll look and peek at my offers, but I'm trying not to buy too many. Nah. I mean, I should have bought the Ritz, maybe. So those can turn into purples. I guess. Can turn into purples. Alright, I think we're good to go, except for the shop. We gotta go to the shop, just in case this thing is good for the event. Invasion's the easiest guild event in the game, in my opinion. As far as making a team and killing the enemy. Might not be the easiest to close all rewards, but it's the easiest to get everybody a team and whatnot, so... Let's get this thing ascended. Alright, now, invasion. Okay, so shop, Gotta buy up in the shop first. There's a new weapon. It's called Vulpine Fangs. It was called Fox Fangs, but there was already a weapon called Fox Fangs. I saw that on the forum, and they scrambled to change the name, because they're not very creative these days. Also noticed that Gems of War database has kind of been down for the last week or so. You just keep seeing more and more things fall off and fall off and fall off. All you're going to have left is me, so you better... I'm just kidding. Explode green gems. Grant a random status effect to all War Gear allies that summon a War Gear troop. I think it's very similar to one we already have. Same colors, same explosion. Might just be different typing, like Vulpacea instead of War Gear. So I don't know what they're doing. I think it has a green storm, though, which might be better. We'll see. But nice weapon. At least it's an explodey. Can't complain too much. The only reason I'm complaining is we already have exact same thing. But at least it's not like doing damage to multiple enemies and blah, blah, blah. Those crappy ones they've been doing. It's an explodey, so I'll take it. Buy up to the weapon if you can. Like my new account, probably not going to buy up to the weapon quite yet. But it's going to start doing that in the next couple of weeks. I'm still, you know, opening kingdoms. But let's buy up to that weapon. At least. You want the explode potion, you want the enchant potion anyway, and it's just one more to buy up to the weapon. It's really good time to be getting it. Get all that other stuff with it. Alright, now. Invasion is all about the tower killer. So let's go find that. The restriction, War Gear. Okay. So we'll go to upgradable, and we'll find our tower killer right here. It is called Wolfgeist. It's from Vulpacea, of course. It's a Fey War Gear. It's 12 green red. Deal damage to an enemy if they are a tower. Deal 3 times to 5 times damage based on my ascensions. Explode 3 gems of one of the enemy's mana colors. So at least it does something other than just one-shotting the towers. And it has a 25% start. Become enraged when enemy dies. So let's upgrade it. Man, I don't know if I like this new menu or not. Max upgrade, yeah. Sure. Upgrading it. Come on. Alright, now we gotta fully ascend it because we want to... I mean, you don't have to, I think, on this one. So by fully ascending, it does more damage. You get, like, if you're a beginner and you don't have the resources to fully ascend it, you can still score the same amount of points as somebody else. It's just going to do less damage. So its points aren't based on its ascension, but its damage is based on its ascension. So if you can, fully ascend it and fully trade it so you can have more damage. But there's other troops where you have to fully ascend them to get max points, like bounty troops, but this is not the case here. This one, just extra damage. It'll still give you full points whether you fully ascended or not, or fully traded or not. So, but I like to, of course, fully. So we'll use an orb. I'm able to. I got 436 orbs, so. And now I just got to get it all the way. All the way, fully fullied, as I like to call it. Fully leveled, fully traded, fully ascended, triple fullied. Alright, now it's level 20, it's got all 3 traits. So we will be hitting as hard as possible with Skulls and Spell with this troop. Throw it on the team, you need to use it to get more points. I love that I'm playing a new account because I can talk about like how it goes as a very, very early beginner. As a very, very early beginner, you might not even have that troop. You just do what you can do. Just do what you can do, double up on sigils, triple up on sigils. Anybody in the game can contribute to their guild. There's really no excuse unless you're like under level 50. I mean, do a couple of fights a day. It's not that big of a deal. I know you're still opening your kingdoms, opening your classes, opening your game modes. You're still in the tutorial, but what's the... If you're in a decent guild and you're getting good return on being in that guild, then why not do a couple of fights here and there? Just use all your sigils for each fight. It'll give you extra stats, and I'm sure you have 1 or 2 troops or at least a weapon to kill a couple of really easy enemies in the beginning of the event. I hate that excuse. What are we going to use here? So it's towers. So eventually we're going to have 4 towers, and we're going to hit the towers really hard with our tower killer. Let's look at the weapons. So we have access to every single weapon, so you probably know what I'm going to do. I think Ruby weapon's always a great option for high-level players who have everything in the game. We have access to every weapon. Why not go with the best weapon in the game?
They shall feel my fury.
I'll make another team, though, so don't worry. And I'll make a low-level team. So we got our Ruby weapon. We got our Wolfgeist. We just need mana generation. Is there any, though? We got a Nari, green to blue. Got Scurvy, green to blue. That one's a little safer. Timberwolf's okay. I like Timberwolf. Phantom Fox. Alright, what are we gonna do? We got Persistence. Spirit Dancer. Phantom Fox is the one jumping out at me a little bit, but same colors as the Ruby weapon, so... All these, these troops don't look super familiar to me, for real. Some of these. Harper. Could go Foxfire King if you need more damage. I don't know, man. I'm thinking about Timberwolf, really. Put it ahead. Just thinking still catch blue and... or red and brown. Scurvy can fill. Scurvy does blue. Could do a green storm to then turn it to blue. Something like that. Let's try it. I'll do Archer. 50% start and green storm. I don't really care about the other stuff. Banner. We need to get up blue for sure. And maybe red. Look at all the red. Blue, red, minus what? We got blue, we got purple, we got red, we got brown, we got green. We could do yellow. Of course not. So minus brown, minus green. Let's start with the minus green. I don't really care about Wolfgeist at the moment. Maybe later I will. Just to blow through like early fights quickly. Could start with this banner. Alright, let's see how it goes. Hoping the Scurvy Sea Dog, the Green Storm mixed with the Scurvy Sea Dog will get us an empowered conversion early. That'll get up the Ruby weapon. Doesn't look like it's happening on the first fight, though. Just take brown. We're up. They're dead. Might be able to think of something a little bit better than Timberwolf. Let's check our medals. We got Nisha, that's good. Good morning, Jamrix. Booty Collins. You were asking Horth about something at the beginning of the fight. I don't see anything at the moment. Like, I'm just sitting here at the beginning of the fight. I don't see any, like, asterisks or anything. Maybe, describe the location a little more. Or maybe, is it before the fight? Like, alright, we got this time. Build up. Dead. Booty Collins. I had a pretty good one on my new account, Tyrion. I got 100 keys, which was more than I expected. Struggled a little bit with finding the right gnome. You got 14 odd one out? Missing verse 1. I like to show that it's possible, though. You've seen my account, which is pretty low level, and I was able to get 100 keys. I played quite a bit, though. Alright, where's this? I don't know what we're talking about, Horth. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got 100, bro. I went pretty hard, though. Oh, that's like a storm. The L where it says L? It's just telling you what storm you got going on. So green gems fall more than the other colors. So I did that on purpose via Archer. So my Archer class has a green storm. I had to go to its talents and set the green storm. And it's just telling me what storm I have and like how many turns on that storm. So I got 8 turns with the leaf storm, which just means that green gems fall more than the other colors. I want green to fall more because I want to then turn green to blue with Scurvy Sea Dog. Even though like our Ruby weapon's not using green, it's fine because our Tower Killer uses green and then Scurvy can turn green to blue for our top 2 troops. It's working pretty good. This is probably what I'll use. Blue to green. We got it again. We got it quite a bit. I think there was only like 1 or 2 fights where we didn't get it. So we're getting it at least every other time, which is nice. Kind of what you want to see out of a empowered converter. It's not going to happen every fight, but when it happens, they're dead without even moving. Alright, 1 more. Yeah, man, that's what I was saying, Tyrion, because my Rowan team is like straight out the box. Rowan's like level 18, like Clockwork Sphinx. You know, none of them are ascended, none of them are traded, and I don't have Mirage Queen yet. So it went pretty good for being straight out the box. Just like to show people what's possible. Like, you can do it. Anything I do, you can do as well. That's the best part about this channel. I mean, you could say you could have excuses when it's my main account, but when it's my new account, there's no excuse, right? Because there's no difference between me and you at that point, other than the stuff I'm telling you to do, and I'm giving you the wisdom. If you listen, if you do exactly what I say, you can do exactly what I do. You know, if you decide to do other little things on your own because it's a game and you're playing a game and you feel like it, I mean, you can't blame me then when you don't get 100 vault keys or whatever. If you're not doing exactly what I say to do. Just doing what I do, getting what I get, and then telling you exactly how to do it. You just gotta follow it A to B to C. Alright, so here's the team that I'm going to use, what I think is the best thing to go with, at least for quite a while. You know, Ruby Weapon might stop, it will stop one-shotting eventually. You will have 4 towers eventually. You could switch to something else eventually, but until Ruby Weapon's not, like, I would probably keep it until it stops 2-shotting. If I have to shoot it like 3 times, then maybe I would switch to something else. But 2 times would be fine with me still, so I'm going to use it for quite a while, probably all the way to the weekend at least. And you could definitely do your share just with this team. It's probably the fastest thing you could do. Oops. Team code. Take a screenshot. Pause the video. Whatever you gotta do. Alright, now let's make another team in case you don't have Ruby Weapon, of course. This is more of a, like, mid-team for real, so... we gotta keep this. Let's get rid of that. May or may not keep this, we'll see. Base rarity. Phoenix is decent. True damage to all enemies, that'd be like the Ruby Weapon. Maybe you do Wand with Phoenix, and that's pretty similar to what I was just doing. I would not do Lord of Slaughter, it's just you're overkilling one enemy, which might be cool like when it gets harder and deeper, but not right now. I think Foxfire King would probably be the next best thing. Phoenix or Foxfire King? Phoenix or Foxfire King? Is there no 50% start for War Gear? I forget. Okay, so neither one of those use blue, though, so we gotta get rid of this. Fortunately, Wolfgeist is the same colors as Foxfire King. Alright, so for weapon, I'm gonna do Wand, I guess. Could use the new weapon, though. Let's use the new weapon, screw it. So, it's a Vulpacea weapon. It is Vulpine Fangs. It does have a Leaf Storm. Okay, we got Vulpine Fangs. Troops. Kind of wanna... Okay, we have to use Wolfgeist. So, good start right here. And then either Phoenix or the Foxfire King. If you don't have Phoenix, do the Foxfire King. I'm probably gonna use Phoenix though, because Wolfgeist is the same colors, but just for a little bit. And maybe Phantom Fox. Blue. Blowing up purple for Phoenix. Could do that. Or this. Still gets purple. This is not stealing anything from Phoenix. This uses two of the same colors as Phoenix. But, be alright. I would go with this. If I don't have Ruby Weapon, I would go with this. And if you don't have Phoenix, do Foxfire King. Then, like I said, once your thing stops two-shotting, whatever it is, Phoenix or Foxfire King or Ruby Weapon, once it stops two-shotting, maybe you switch to more of a tower killer type of team, like I'm probably going to make for my low-level team. But until then, why not wipe everything out in one shot? Because if you're using just tower killers from jump to end, they're always going to have to do 4 shots. You know, you're going to have to get up 3 or 4 tower killers to shoot 3-4 times. So if you can use Phoenix or Ruby Weapon or Foxfire King until they stop two-shotting, then you're doing it faster than if you start just with tower killers all the way from the beginning to the end. I think I'm going to go with that for the other team. No Ruby Weapon, no wand. We're using the new weapon. Okay, now what do we want to do for this? Got 2 browns. Go Titan. Make a brown storm. Just make sure we have Storm Aura on, which I didn't. Banner, we want to get up our weapon. We want to get up Phantom Fox. So I would say brown, red, maybe? Or yellow, brown. Just go all in on the weapon, maybe? And we're using yellow, brown, blue, red, purple, and green. We're using everything. So for this team, when I'm just starting out, I'm probably just going to minus the green off the Wolfgeist. For now. Sometimes this is how guild events go. You start with one team, and then you move into something else when it gets harder. But you could also use these teams the whole way through and be perfectly fine. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Got both of our mana generators up. Which one should we do? We got 10 and we got 7. Probably the one that's going to get up Phoenix, you know? Oops. They're all dead. Lots of summoning on this team. We could put Phantom Fox in first slot. I think I'm going to do that. Before I show you the team code. I think I'm going to put Phantom Fox in first slot because there's no reason not to. You know? And then our weapon can summon and our Phoenix can summon. If you don't have Phantom Fox, you could also go with Timberwolf there. It would just be... It'd probably be blocking the Phoenix real bad, though. Never mind. I think Phantom Fox is the right choice. Never mind. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Right, just take some brown, get up our weapon. Got Phoenix. They're all dead. Pretty similar to the first team. Let's do one more fight, and then I'll make a low-level team, which is most likely just going to be a bunch of tower killers. I already kind of know. Look at that. Phoenix just right up. There you go. Another team, in case you don't have Ruby Weapon. Phoenix, or the Foxfire King. The banner and the class is important because, you know, that's why Phoenix was filling so quickly, probably. Brown Storm Fallen, yellow and brown matching. Alright, let's see how many tower killers there are. May or may not keep the Vulpine Fangs. How many are there? Got Wolfgeist, of course. Wherever he is. There he is. Okay, what else? So it's going to be an epic. Let's look through the epics for more tower killers. Alright. Nope. 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 Could probably type something in, but I know Fenrir isn't one. Nope, I know you're not. Do we have any other ones? Boss. 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 Uh-oh. Tower. Here we go. Boss. It's the Wolfgeist again. And I think we're out of the tower killer range. So it'd be Sir Wolfric if you have it. If you don't, you could just buy up further and get more Wolfgeist. Let's put 2 of those on there. Or you could do just 2 with something. Something else. The Foxfire King's really easy to get. It's an underworld troop. So it's almost... Could put it on your low-level team. Probably the best thing you could do, really. Instead of 3 tower killers, you do like 2 Foxfire Kings or something. Or the team I just did. But without Phoenix, just do Foxfire King. But I'll make a team without it. It's probably going to be something like this. Just all tower killers. Put that guy up top. Give 8 armor to all allies. Probably just do that, yeah. Brown for sure. Let's just go all in on the weapon. It's our only mana generator. Could minus purple. We're not using purple. Brown's gonna be falling more, so I'll do brown yellow. And Titan is fine. So brown storm falling, blowing up green. So should be cool. Alright. If you don't have Ruby Weapon, you don't have Phoenix, you don't have Foxfire King. I mean, you should, but here's a third team. Just to cover all my bases. Now, this would look best against all towers, but we're not against all towers. So until you get to all towers, you want to kill the enemies that aren't towers with the tower, this guy. Because he has more magic in this event. The older tower killers do not have more magic in this event. They just kill towers. Good. So this guy should be used to take out the non-towers. And the tower killers should be used to take out the towers. Until it's all towers. And then you can do whatever. Let's get up our weapon. There we go. Boom. He's going to do good skull damage too. So, bang. Bang. And tower killer. cool he explodes too, so he's also somewhat of a mana generator. A little bit. 3 gems, but it's better than nothing. Alright, we want brown or yellow. He's already up, but let's get everybody else too. Or some of them. Skulls. Any extra turns? Yes. Skulls. Alright, kill a non-tower. And kill a tower. Right now, that can kill a tower, but I'm talking about a little bit later. Plus, you might not have as much magic as me, so... But your... captain does have more magic. Mana, mana. Where'd you find this one? I found it on Cool's channel, that's where. Because I'm going to subscribe right now. He's trying to stay ahead of some bonehead that said derogatory comments about how many subscribers he's got. But now he's taking forever to pass me up. So he's just talking about himself, really. Skulls. Skulls. Non-tower. Extra turn. Skulls. Tower. A little bit slower than like a Ruby Weapon, a Foxfire King, a Phoenix, but gets the job done. That's why this event's so easy. This team right here is why the event's so easy. Because that worst case scenario, you can do this. They give you the weapon, they give you the troop. This stuff doesn't really matter down here. You know, you could have all Wolfgeist. You could get 3 Wolfgeists if you wanted with the Vulpine Fangs. If you came into this event having no troops from this restriction, if you had enough gems, of course, you could have 3 Wolfgeists with a Vulpine Fangs. Which your guild should, you know, your guild's giving you like 400 gems if you're in a decent guild, just from the guild tasks. So, it should be enough if you're wanting to participate. So 3 teams, there you go. Alright, weekly preview. See what y'all are saying real quick, though. New booty equals booty college, yeah. Yeah, I did pretty good. Odd one out, you did Adana Explore 1 to 12 out of desperation for the missing verse. Mythic Bosses was fun, made you forget why you was farming. Who's Gemma Jameson? It's an old joke from back in the day. I always said there should be some female hot tub streamer for Gems of War because, I don't know. It was back in the day. It's no longer, like, it's an old joke that no longer applies to the community as much. It was like 4 years ago or something. I felt at the time that they were really, really wanting a hot tub streamer for Gems of War. Like, dude, we gotta do that. Like, it's like my idea. I was gonna manage somebody, maybe. Like, hey, you start a channel, do some hot tub streams, Gems of War. Just seemed like that was the community back then. It's not like that anymore as much. So I was like, I'll just act like I'm a, you know? I'll just act like I'm a, I said, I'll be Gemma Jameson. We just came up with a name. Or we could call the other person Gemma Jameson. I'd get Mrs. Cindy on here, be Gemma Jameson. I don't know. Then everybody's like, do the voice, do the voice. I'm like, oh my god, like, let's play Treasure Hunt, guys. It's like the best. And she would give like horrible advice. That was the whole joke. Like, she would tell you to play the game completely wrong, but she would be like hot in a hot tub, like barely wearing anything. And then I was like, everybody would watch, bro. Like, I'd get so many subscribers and views. She'd just tell you all the wrong information, though. Like, play Treasure Hunt all day, do Explore 12 during a Vault event, you know? That's some Cool channel lore, so if you haven't been around for like 4 or 5 years, I understand why you don't know what it is. Plus, I changed my name because feel like if people see Cool in their guild, they expect way too much out of me when it should be the complete opposite because I have a lot going on. And it's just like for preventative measures going forward. Like I'm not expecting this guild to have that same problem, but it's like every guild I join, bats out of hell, freaking mana bombers, etc. There's always a problem because they get to see things they shouldn't get to see. Basically, they know I'm on YouTube. They know I'm Cool. They know I'm in their guild, and they get to see things. It's not fair. It's not fair. They get to see exactly how many gems I got, exactly how much gold I got. They get to see stuff they don't get to see from the other 29 players. And then they try to hold me to a higher standard than everybody else when I'm playing 2 accounts and I'm doing YouTube, when it should be the opposite. Like, they should understand that I'm busy and I'm not able to go super hard in the guild event, go to floor 80 in the Tower of Doom like an idiot. You know what I mean? So I changed my name. That way there's like 1 degree of separation. Like, if you know the channel super well, you know it's me. If you don't know the channel, if you're a stranger in the guild, then you don't know it's me. And you can't, like, go on your little private investigation, Inspector Gadget, to try to start a witch hunt and be a weird snake and try to get me kicked out for nothing. So, just 1 degree of separation, you know. Change my name. I thought it was a good idea. Sean, what have you missed so far? You missed 3 teams for the invasion? That's about it. 390, yeah. Look up April Fool's vid, yeah. I think I made an April Fool's vid too. Monkey Town's been a member for 49 months. Appreciate the continued support. JM Rick's been a member for 40 months. Chad with a 2, dunking it. Dropping a deuce on us. Let's go, Chad, running out there with Sana. What a gentleman. What a gentleman. Throwing down his coat. Whipping out the umbrella. Helping with the work. She's trying to start up the train out there all by herself. Propping the hood up. There's no hood prop. She's holding it up with 1 arm and wrenching on stuff with the other. Chad's like, I got that for you. I'll hold it up there for you. As long as you can pull my pants up and get this rag out of my back pocket, I'll hold that up for you there. They're working on it, guys, you know. They're doing their best. Sana and Chad out there doing their best. Only got so many arms and hands, though. They're work to the bone, too, you know. You only got so many employees working so many hours. They're getting burnt out a little bit, Chad and Sana. They're out there by themselves so much. Alright. Ghost Whisperer, new epic troop, Spirit Caller, Lilla? Get this troop with glory from the Wars tab of the shop. Invasion, help your guild defeat enemy towers this week. Build a team from a troop type Work Air and invade every day. Week of Vulpacea. Vulpacea troops gain 10% of skills. Week of Work Air, 10% of their skills. And bonus trait stones if you use Spirit Caller Lilla in PvP. Alright, Soulforge. You know, I go straight to it pretty much. Alright, let's get it right this time, dummy. Let's check out the dragon. You got Topasarth. If you're that very specific person. That very, very specific person that's still working on Diamantina and the yellow dragon is the only one you need, you would craft this. Which would be, I would think there's not that many people that's out there that are in that exact, you know, spot. Maybe 1 person. I almost have Diamantina. All I need is the yellow dragon. I've been saving up Dragonite for the yellow dragon. As soon as it comes through the Soulforge, I'm going to craft Diamantina. I mean, most of us already have Diamantina, or we're working on Stellaryx or Chrysantherax instead, so. But hey, if you're that person, there you go. Diamantina's great until you get Stellaryx. Stellaryx is great until you get Chrysantherax, so it's still a really good thing to get, Diamantina. Alright, let's see what the mythics are today for the next 4 days. Got Gargantuar, one of the worst in the game. Ubistet. He's in there with like Wolf Garrick and Scorpius. They're decent. They're like B tier. We got Lord of Slaughter, a top 20 in my opinion. And we have Scoprio, who's poo poo. Not super doo doo, but not one of my favorite. I think it's really stupid, actually. It's kind of a stupid troop. All those astrological troops were doo-doo, except for, like, 1. If it's got the scorpions, if it's got the astrological thing, you probably don't want to do it. Leo sucks, Scaprio sucks, like a bunch of them suck. So we got 2 doo-doos, and we got 2 decent. We got 1 really good one, Lord of Slaughter. Top 20, but I don't really use it that often. It's one of those. It's really powerful. It's kind of like the monk class of the mythics. You know monk is a good class, but you just never get to use it, type of deal. You know sentinel's a good class, but there's always something else. There's elementalist, there's titan. Lord of Slaughter kind of, it's kind of his deal too. Like, he's really powerful in a vacuum, but you don't get to use him too much. But I still make him a top 20 just because of how awesome and powerful he is. And when you do use him, he's really fun and really powerful. So 27 blue, green, red, Wild Plains, Wargear Construct. Create 6 brown gems, then convert all brown gems to Doom Skulls. Then inflict 1 to 2 bleeds and 1 to 2 death marks on random enemies. It's kind of like a super Shagra. Then he has a 100% chance to ignore armor with skull damage. If you really love skull damage, this should be like your favorite troop in the game. Because it does true skull damage. You know how much I love like true damage? And I say how true damage is so much better than physical damage most of the time. Except for like Chrysanthrax and Stellarix. You know, you're using Tesla a bunch and like all kinds of other, Ruby Weapon, Tesla, like Phoenix, Foxfire King. Because they do true damage. And that's what I'm always looking for, is true damage. But this is true skull damage. So it's still single target, but man, if you do the right team, it can be really fun. Like, you're just like, crush, 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 and they're all dead with skulls. Summons a Doomstorm at the start of battle, 25% skull reduction. So has all of its traits are good, and that 3rd trait is really, really fun and really, really strong. 100% chance to ignore armor with skull damage. So it's basically true skull damage. I don't think there's anything else in the game that does true skull damage. Except for the Lord of Slaughter. So it's unique as well. So it'll throw brown up on the board, and then convert all brown gems to Doom Skulls. So you don't even have to have like a perfect conversion every single time. It's like Shagra, red next to skulls. So you're gonna, with this one, you want brown next to skulls. And it does Doom Skulls instead of regular skulls, which explode. So he's really strong, he's really fun. But you don't see me, like, if you've been watching the channel, you're not seeing me use the Lord of Slaughter very often, but I like him. Just don't get to use him very much. He's top 20. He's probably an A+, A something, A tier somewhere. Top of the A tier. A somewhere, I don't know. Really good one. Of course, you should craft Ironhawk first, High King Irongut first, probably Takshaka first, probably several things first. He's not in the top 10, but he's up there in the top 20. Ubistet would be the 2nd best this week. He's one of those like Scorpius and Wolf Garrick, where he can get 2 kills for the price of 1. 24 red, yellow, brown, Pride Lands Divine Raksha. Deal damage to the 2 weakest enemies, boosted by all ally and enemy attack. If one of the enemies dies, then kill the other one. No good traits really, but you set them up with like Rope Dart or something like that, and then you hit the same thing Rope Dart hit, which it's gonna hit the weakest enemy. And then it will kill something else too, so it gets 2 kills for 1 cast. And then you just rinse and repeat, and that's 4 enemies dead. Not the fastest thing in the world, but if the enemies have really high stats, then, instant killing one of the really high stat enemies is nice. Of course, there's better instant kills out there like Zul'Goth and Maelstrom Dagonath and High King Irongut. So this thing is not a top 20 or anything like that. It's like B tier. Alright, so Lord of Slaughter's the best, Ubistet's 2nd best. 3rd best is probably Stinky Scaprio, because Gargantuar is one of the worst in the game. Scaprio is just not good. So 22 blue, green, brown, Drifting Sands, Beast Fae. Deal true damage to an enemy. Just one enemy. Just one. There's 4 enemies. It's just going to hit 1. That's all, just 1. True damage, which is nice, but just 1 enemy. Inflict poison and 3 stacks of bleed on. It super kills 1 enemy. That's what it does. It kicks the corpse, it beats the dead horse, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's still sitting there after it killed something and still, like, beating on it. While everybody else is moving on to the next thing. Like, it doesn't pay attention that there's still 3 enemies left that are punching it in the back of the head, because it's still kicking the dead enemy. So, it hits something with true damage, then it poisons it and bleeds it. So, when something's hitting something with true damage, especially just one enemy, you're hoping that it kills it. We're hoping that that first sentence right there means dead enemy. So, if it doesn't kill it, then it's going to inflict bleed and poison, and if they're already poisoned, there's a 50% chance to kill them. So it's really just wanting to kill that one thing super bad and then stand over its corpse and dance and teabag it and stuff like that. But then it's not going to do anything else after that. So, reduce damage from skulls by 30%. A really weird troop, in my opinion. Really weird. It's all to one enemy. All that stuff is just to one enemy. If you don't kill it with the true damage, then and you don't kill it with the poison, and you don't kill it with the bleed, and if they're already poisoned, then you have a 50% chance to kill the rest of their already dead body. It's stupid. Then we got Gargantuar, which is horrible. 22 red, purple, brown, Groshnock, Demon Orc. Deal damage to an enemy, boosted by all allies and enemies killed. So go off your whole own team, so you can do a little bit more physical, stinky damage to one enemy. And it has no good traits, just as impervious, that's it. It's horrible. It's old, it's horrible, it stinks. It's one of the 5 worst mythics in the game. There's probably commons better than this stupid thing. That's why mythic does not mean good. Mythic just means rare. Does not mean good. I'd rather have Thrall than this. I'd rather have Bogstrider than this. I'd rather have probably Wall of Bones than this. I'd rather have Ogress than this. I'd rather have probably Tigraki. I'd probably rather have Tigraki, and that's not even a awesome troop. I'd rather have Tigraki warrior than this. That's a rare. I'd rather hit one enemy for true damage based on its armor than physical damage based on my own team getting killed. So stupid. It's 22 mana cost. It's horrible. I made a video back in the day of the 5 worst mythics in the game, and this was one of them. But that's the mythics. If you're going to get anything, get the Lord of Slaughter, and pass on the rest. Unless it's for collection purposes, you're super duper at the end of the game, and you're just picking up ones that you're missing. Alright, legendaries, we got Aberrath, which isn't very good. We got Magnus, which is decent. We got Gruz. We have the Midnight King. Huh. So remember, legendaries don't craft them, unless it's Tesla or Emberclaw, but I still put them in order just for reference. I guess Magnus is the best here. It's not a top 20. We've done top 20s for every rarity except for common at this point. We're gonna do commons this Saturday, so we'll have every rarity done. Top 20, every rarity done this Saturday, because I got to do commons on the chatathon. If we have time, because now I never know. I assume we're going to have 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, but last chatathon was only 3 hours, which was kind of just like a normal stream. But hopefully we have a bunch of hours on Saturday. 16 purple brown darkstone human. Deal damage to all enemies, boosted by diseased and poisoned enemies, then disease and poison all enemies. So it hits all enemies, it has a boost ratio, and then it inflicts a random status effect on 4 or 5 gym matches, and it's impervious. So it's decent. It's like a B-. It's okay. You'll use it every once in a while for maybe. But not worth crafting. Number 2, I don't even know. This one's not very good. This one's okay, I guess. This one's okay. Not really, but it's better than the Gruz. Aberrath. Yucky legendaries. They're all stinky. Magnus is the best. Midnight King's probably second best. 16 blue, red, Midnight, Fey, Mystic. Inflict terror on the 2 weakest enemies. Then deal damage boosted by Mystic allies. Summon a Midnight troop. It's got a summon. It does damage. It inflicts terror. It's doing multiple things. It's just not doing them very good. Then it has a Darkstorm at the start of the battle. 25% reflect. It's like not great. Midnight Queen's better than Midnight King for sure. This is not a top 20. This is probably a C. C plus at best. I don't use it very often. Gruz or what was the other one? Aberrath. Aberrath is pretty stinky. They're both really bad. Just don't craft them. Gruz is stinky. Aberrath is stinky. No good traits. Spell sucks. Spell sucks. No good traits. So yeah, those are butt. If you're going to craft anything, it would be Lord of Slaughter. And if you're just dying to craft the Legendary, it would be Magnus. Alright, let's check out the weapons. Vulpine Fangs is available in the Invasion shop, so don't get it here unless you just really, really have to. You're a very specific person, but it's way better value to get it in the event shop. If you get it here, you're literally only getting Vulpine Fangs. If you get it in the event shop, you're getting Explode Potion, Enchant Potion, and all the other stuff that comes along with getting Vulpine Fangs in the event shop. More turns. Alright, Doomed Arbalist is Doomed Doo-Doo. Trickster's Slice is Butt. Fox Fang is the other Fox Fang. It's the exact same thing as you got in the event today, but it's an Explodey, so it's worth having, I guess. It's for Vulpacea instead of for Wargear, but it's very similar. I think the other one's a little bit better because it does a Green Storm. I don't think Fox Fang has a Green Storm. It might. I don't know. The other one's as good or better, but you might as well get both, I guess. Skulking Shot is Doo-Doo. Foxfire Tome is a tool for your tool belt. If you're doing Spirit Walker Talker Caller class on your hero, and your whole team is from Vulpacea, then you might use it. That's the only time. Fox Glove is okay, it's interesting. I've used it like a little bit. Convert all green gems to a chosen color, or explode a gem and create 10 green gems. It's alright, it's kind of interesting. Got a Leaf Storm. Orb of Poop. Always here. If I don't mention them, then they're always here. So they're not worth mentioning. Alright, that's it. So I would say go ahead and get maybe the other Explodey, maybe Foxglove, maybe Foxfire Tome. This is the best of the bunch. Alright, that's the Soulforge. What have y'all been saying? Good morning, Classic. True damage, yeah, it ignores armor. So normally when you hit something in this game, you have to deplete their armor first before you can hit their HP. But there are certain troops in the game who just ignore their armor and go straight for the HP, which is way better, because now you might as well call it double damage. Something has 100 armor and 100 HP. Most troops have to beat off that 100. It's like Fortnite, you know, pretty much. I know you probably don't play Fortnite, but in Fortnite you have shield. And until you don't have shield, it's not going to touch your HP. Same thing with this game. If you have armor, it's not going to touch your HP until your armor's gone. And then once your armor's gone, it starts eating into your HP. There are certain troops that go straight for the HP, like, it's called true damage. Which basically means they're double damage, or they're cutting the enemy's durability in half, however you want to think about it. Tyrion says Wolf Garrick is like the troop we discussed Friday, mid-mythic that got to shine for a moment, but the troop that made it shine then got nerfed, indirectly nerfing the mythic again. Tied with the sports, yeah. What's in the summoning stones? I'm glad you always remind me, because I always forget. And my new account should probably be paying attention to it a little bit. Alright, so this is mostly for beginners. I don't recommend it a lot, because you have to use your shards. Not this, this. You have to use your jewels, which your jewels should be used for mostly for like weapons and other things. Deeds, weapons, celestials, stuff like that, I think. Definitely weapons. But you know, if you see a really good one here that you've been having trouble getting with keys, like Leprechaun or Bork or Angry Mob or Marilith or something, I don't know. One of those, then maybe you would craft it. So let's see if there's anything worth doing here. Malcondess is an empowered converter, but you'd probably just wait. Nothing. 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 Fire Giant's okay, but he's old. Nothing. Mock the Cannon Rider. He's okay, but still. I mean, Rockworm, if you want like another copy of Rockworm, if you're going down that route for your very first team in the game, which I did at some point. I don't know, though. I don't think anything's worth crafting this week in the summoning stones. Alright. That's the Soulforge. Let's go check out the shop. What's our troop? Spear color Lila. 12 blue, purple, Vulpacea, Warcare Mystic. Choose one, convert 9 gems of a chosen enemy's mana color to spirit gems, or curse and mana burn an enemy. There's usually, you know, those type of troops I like to see. There's so many that are empowered that it's hard to like use one that's not empowered. We used to have to use these types of troops back in the day. Like Valkyrie was one of them. Apothecary was another one. This one's not even that. Those used to do specific colors. Like Valkyrie did blue, I think, right? And Apothecary did brown or something, or maybe it's the other way around, something like that. This one converts 9 gems of a chosen enemy's mana color to blue, I guess, spirit gems. So it drains mana a little bit. But these days with so many in the game, like you kind of want them, if they're not empowered, they're almost not worth using on your team. Because there's other faster ways to get mana. It's alright, I guess. Not great, though. So it could drain their mana, you know. It's just not going to get you a fast start. Or anything like that. And that's usually what you want out of these types of troops, is either a fast start or like fill your whole team up. So, not great, not great. Arcane Spirit trait stones, so my new account's going to be paying attention to what color trait stones are in this shop, because that's what I'm going to use my glory on. So I can fully trait things, instead of farming them. You know, what'd you spend your glory on? That's why you got to farm. So instead of farming, I'm going to spend my glory on these trait stones. There's a different one every week. And then the vault events the other way. And then offers, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, there's a purple, blue trait stone. So you can get as many as you want right now. And as you're getting those, you'll get gold, gold keys, glory keys, minor trait stones. So let's go check out what troops you can fully trait with the purple. A new account. Alright, so we'll quickly go through this, because I'm not going to hit every single troop, because most people don't care about this. King of Ravens has a pretty good third trait. Mist Mother, Mother's Wrath. Possessed King. Mostly about legendaries, but, you know, La Raza would need this trait stone. If you just got La Raza, you're doing the Underworld, and just got her, then you could get this trait stone right now and fully trade her. She has a unique storm. It's not like amazing, it's just unique. Scylla has a bone storm on 4 or 5 gym match. So pretty much the whole fight. Shoggoth, I don't think... You got Triton, your 50% start from Merfolk. Does she have something? Inflict terror on a random enemy matching 4 or more gems. It's pretty good. Shoggoth have something? Enrage a random ally when an ally casts a spell. So let's say you're in the Underworld getting Shoggoth and La Raza. That'd be a person that might want this trait stone. And then Triton with your 50% start from Merfolk. Malcandessa, Empowered Converter. If you just got it out of the Summoning Stones or something, you'll need its third trait. It's not even worth using without its third trait. This guy has good traits across the board, as like a for its rarity. Anyway, just check, double check. You don't have to buy like 100 trait stones. You could just buy just enough to trait something. That's all I mean. Buy just enough trait stones to fully trait Shoggoth because you like it. Because I like it. You like it. We both like it. Or if you want the Deadly Waters for Scylla, just buy just enough to get her third trait. Or maybe you're stocking up on, maybe you want 20 of every arcane tradestone, and you just did a bunch of work this weekend. Like, I was switching between kingdoms just to, like, stock up on tradestones. You never know which colors you're going to need. So once I got, like, 16 of one, I'd switch to a different kingdom, get 16 of that one, then switch to a different kingdom, get 16 of that one. Maybe you're just stocking up on all the different colors so you never are missing one. I don't know. So that was the Glory Shop. Let's check out the event key drop table, which is Vulpacea. It's a newer kingdom, so most people aren't going to be throwing event keys at it because there's not that many, not much, you know, not that many things to get. There's way better kingdoms to be throwing event keys at. And event keys don't just fall from trees. Gold keys might fall from trees. Glory keys might. Gem keys might, but event keys don't. So you need to save them for very, very specific weeks, and this is not the week. But we'll check it out anyway. Vulpacea. In that it is a newer kingdom, maybe you missed when it came into the game and you're missing a bunch of troops from Vulpacea. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a reason why somebody would waste event keys on Vulpacea. Well, there is a troop here. That looks like a newer one though, huh? I don't know if it's available yet. We'd have to check. What's her name again? I already forgot it. Kumiko. I think that one's really new. I super doubt. It's in the event key drop table. Eye of Argus. It's too long ago, yeah. King Stormguard. From Chromatecia. Phoenix, Fallen Valdez, Agora. Phoenix, Agora. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere, so it's probably not available. So Agora is not good. Phoenix is pretty good. I like Phoenix. It's just not... It's kind of like in there with like Phoenicia and Guard's Avatar and Scourge of Honor and Phoenix. It's probably closest to Scourge of Honor if you want it, yeah, compare it to something else. Does true damage to all enemies and then does something else too. It summons as well, and it has Bless and Enchant a random ally when it match 4 or more gems. So it's a good troop. It's like an A. But there's usually a better option out there. It doesn't get used too much, but if it was your like first mythic, it would be pretty good. Stellaryx you can't get. Kumiko you can't get. Agora's butt. So yeah, you got a 50-50 shot of getting Phoenix, but you also have a 50-50 shot of getting Agora. So you could either get booty cheeks or decent. And then if you miss your mythics totally, you got Azaleus, which is just a whole, look at that freaking spell. If it was empowered, it's kind of like the Glory Shop troop. Choose a mana color. Convert 10 gems of that color to enchant gems and bless all allies of that color, or choose a mana color. It's like a freaking book. Who wants to sit there and read that book? Foxglove, same thing as like Azaleus. It's like a giant book. It's not bad though. Just like you'd have to really, it's like a strange, I don't know. I don't find myself using these types of troops very often. I'll use this one, but this one you don't get with event keys. I like this one. I like this one, and I like this one. And I like this one, but you can't get that one, and you can't get this one. So the only one you could get with event keys is that one. The rest of the drop table is pretty hiney. It's like cheeks, it's buns. You know, most of the good stuff is from the Underworld, or it's Phoenix, or it's Stellaryx, which you can't get, except for Phoenix. So yeah, if you happen to miss Phoenix, you're really screwed, because there's nothing good. So don't be throwing 100, 200, 300, 400 event keys. You're just going to miss Phoenix and get nothing good. So you're better off saving them up for a better kingdom where, like, if you miss Adana, you get Tesla. You know? I'd rather see you do that. What else is going on this week? We got Vulpacea week, Vulpacea Underspire, Vulpacea Epic Trials. We got an invasion event going on right now. I did 3 teams at the beginning of the video. Tomorrow, we have Court of Foxes, right? Vulpacea foxes, Court of Foxes. Wednesday, we have the Foxite pet, I think, the little brown fox. It's right here. Kind of see it. Right there. Thursday, we have Spirit Walker Talker Caller. Right there, you can kind of see it. And then we have Bounty on the weekend. 3 days from now, Bounty. Get a new Bounty troop. We pretty much use the same team. We just take off the old Bounty Captain, put on the new one. We also got the Chatathon this weekend on Saturday. Which will we do our new account, or will we do our main account? I don't know. Should I do the new account? I probably shouldn't. Maybe I'll flip-flop the days. Maybe we'll do new account Friday, main account Saturday. I don't like that I have a Chatathon in the middle of a new account playthrough playlist. I mean, judging by the last Chatathon, it might not be that bad, because it might not be that long, but I don't know. I still don't want like a 3-hour live stream. Alright, that's what's going on this week. We need to do Underspire. Underspire? Underwear. Underwear? Underspire. Can only use Vulpacea weapons. We got Stellarix. I'll probably use Stellarix. Now how are we going to get up Stellarix? If I remember right, it was the weapon, so probably Vulpine Fangs now. Phantom Fox would be okay, but then it's going to block 2 more colors of Stellarix. I don't know. What else? This might be an Aguara thing. It's definitely that over there. I just don't know what else to put on the team yet. Need more mana generation. Stellarix covers every single color. It's gonna be slow if you don't. Might have to be Phantom Fox. Might have to be. Stellarix is still catching something. Blowing up green and purple, right? Okay, so yeah, that's what I did. We're blowing up green with the weapon. Stellarix, that's one of the 2 colors that Stellarix is not being blocked on. We're blowing up purple with the Phantom Fox. That's the other color that Stellarix is not being blocked on, so that's fine right there. Alright, we need one more. Might just throw Phoenix on the bottom just for its 3rd trait. Get an enchant every once in a while. Bless. Unless there's like a better trait than that, because we're really talking about traits now. Could do Foxfire, get the 50% chance to inflict Fairy Fire. Could do the Tarot card. Could do... That's just itself, huh? I think I'll do Phoenix. Alright, so... The Vulpine Fangs is going to be the one, so let's just do that. I hate minusing the colors of Stellarix, though. I don't know. It's plussing yellow and brown for Stellarix too, though. Minusing one of its colors. I don't know. Maybe green's better since Phoenix also uses purple. But our Vulpine Fangs is going to blow up green. I don't know. One of these 2. Class. Something with a 50% start. I guess just Titan. Underworld. Alright, let's try it. So we're kind of using these two to get up Stellaryx to cast it to win. Might be better off with Foxfire King early, but this will take you all the way to the 7th boss. And once again, we can do this. Forgot. So now we can summon into that first slot with Vulpine Fangs. Phoenix also has a summon, so we're definitely going to win. Just like trying to make it. So this is the team for going all the way to the 7th boss. If you just want to go to like the 3rd, 4th boss, maybe use Foxfire King. This is the high level, hey, I'm trying to get to the 7th dragon team. Alright, we gotta get up that weapon. Alright, we got that instead, that's fine. Always pick the first option. There it is. Wasn't too bad. If you got Stella, you gotta use it. What happened? Oh, okay. If you don't have this, just do Foxfire King instead of do Foxfire King Phoenix or something. I feel like not enough people do the Underspire for me to care to make another team. You don't care about yourself either if you're not doing the Underspire. I don't care about myself because I'm not doing it. I was, though. When I was all the way in, I was playing it all the way to the 7th dragon, like, for months.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Mana surge. See how it's cool? Like, the one Phantom Fox blows up purple, the weapon blows up green. You see what I'm saying? Phantom Fox doesn't use purple or green. The weapon doesn't use purple or green. Stellaryx can catch purple and green. The weapons explode the 2 colors. The Phantom Fox and the weapon explode the 2 colors that Stellaryx is catching. It's purposeful. And then we got a summon here, and we got a summon down here. And we got one of the strongest troops in the game. Probably 2nd strongest in the game. I've done this like we've had Vulpacea before. I've done this Underspire to full completion with this team. Except for it was Fox Fangs instead of Vulpine Fangs, I think. Because that Vulpine Fangs didn't exist when I did it last time. But it's pretty much the same thing, just better. I guess Titan doesn't matter. Well, the Fox Fang... Well, we'll have a Brown Storm until we cast Vulpine Fangs. And then we'll have a Green Storm. So it does matter, I guess. We do Titan. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll like do a class with a certain storm, and then I got a weapon that when I cast the weapon, it does a different storm, and I'm like, why'd I even do that class? But yeah, you start with a brown storm that helps get up the weapon, and then you turn it into a green storm. It's fine. Stellaryx uses green, and we'll make a green storm for it. But yeah, Foxfire King would be the way to go if you don't have like Phoenix or Stellaryx. I'd do Foxfire King. Maybe Vulpine Fangs up top. Or it doesn't even have to be up top. You can do same thing, just put Foxfire King in the bottom 2 slots if you don't have Stellaryx or Phoenix. Foxfire King's good, and you can get it in the Underworld, and Vulpine Fangs you got in the event. Phantom Fox isn't some crazy hard troop to get. It's the Underworld too. You could do an Underworld team with the weapon you got in the guild event and get the Underspire all the way done. So anybody could get it done this week. This is just the best team. So do Phantom Fox, Vulpine Fangs, double Foxfire King if you don't have this. Alrighty. Sonny, you're out of here? Okay. Have a good day. Maybe you went too hard in the vault this weekend. It's currently season PvP Gold Mark troop. Okay, yeah, so it's really new. That one that I didn't have from Vulpacea. Aguara is situationally good, awesome buffs, but only thing it does and why it gets skipped. Yeah, I just don't like troops like that because it means like the fight's gonna last a while. If you're using Aguara, then you're farting around and having a really long fight. Which I never assume I'm gonna fart around and have a really long fight that's long enough for me to cast Aguara and then to get benefit from Aguara. So first of all, you have to get Aguara up, right? Which it's a mythic and it has like at least 22 mana cost. So you have to sit there and like try to get up Aguara. And then you cast Aguara, and what does it do? It gives like an enchant, which does 2 mana per turn. It does like gives some mana, I think, but it's like you're taking mana from you're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul type of thing, in my opinion. We could just be giving mana straight to our damage dealers, but instead we're giving mana to Aguara for Aguara to then give mana to the damage dealers. You know, it's like a middleman. It's a middleman troop. I don't like middleman troops. Like Aguara. If it's a really long fight though, like if you know you're going into like a hard battle that's gonna be a really long fight, then it's okay, it's decent. But like most of the time in this game we're just beating fights in like 30 seconds or less. So what's the point of having a middleman troop that's gonna, you know? So that's why I don't like middleman troops, basically. Kamiko is the current PvP season gold mark troop, so yeah, not in key drop tables and won't be. Soulforge only in 6+ months. I always forget that. Yeah, you got them all gold medaled. Yep, that's the way to do it. Underspire is the way to get your mythics gold deleted, your legendaries gold deleted, get your kingdom power all the way up to 30. That's the way to do it. Underspire, you know? You get a guaranteed bronze, silver, and gold orb, and you can double a gold orb. You're getting all kinds of other loot, too. It's not just that. Every fight gives loot. The dragons give other loot, like Dragonite and Vault Key and Imperial Deeds. And so it's not just that you can gold elite 1 mythic per week if you do the Underspire. But that's the main reason most people do it. Get those orbs to gold elite to get their kingdom power to 30. Also, like, gold elite High King Iron Guts, so it has a higher chance to devour. To gold elite, whatever, Chrysantherax, so it hits harder. Like the gold elite makes your troops hit harder, sometimes. If they're a mage. Just a way to get stats. It's like literally a way to get more stats. Playing the Underspire when you're is literally how you get more stats and get more powerful, is playing Underspire. It's like the end game, I guess, way of doing it. It's one of the last. It might be one of the last things you're doing, Kingdom Power and gold eliting. But when there's nothing else left to do, when you're done with your underworld and you're in a good guild and your hero level's up pretty high and you got all your global medals and there's nothing else to do, you gotta gold elite mythics and do your Kingdom Power. And the way to do it is the Underspire. That's how this game goes. They put a way in to farm things, and then they'll put in a way to do it faster and make the farming way obsolete. So Underspire has made Explore 12 farming pretty much, not obsolete, but less important for sure. You can gold elite a mythic every week just by playing the Underspire. You can't guarantee that you'll be able to gold elite a mythic by playing Explore 12. And if you do, you're going to have to play it for hours and hours and hours and hours. Underspire 100%, it's like the smart way to go about it instead of doing Explore 12. They put orbs in the game to make it so you don't have to farm. That's like the TLDR. They put soul orbs in the game so you don't have to soul farm. They put, you know, bronze and silver and gold orbs into the game so you don't have to metal farm. They put minion orbs in the game so you don't have to jump and do every pet that you see. Orbs is the reason. Maybe it'll click in somebody's head if I say it a different way, kind of. Not like I hate gold farming. Gold farming videos were some of the best videos I ever did to get the most views. I wish it was still a thing. Soul farming was one of my best videos ever. It's like my top 3 video all time is soul farming from like 2019. But check out the date, 2019. That's when we was doing it. What's it now? 2025? That was 6 years ago. Why are we still doing something from 6 years ago? We're not. The game's different now. There's orbs now. There's other ways of going about it. So I wish we were still soul farming, gold farming, and metal farming and all that stuff. I would get big videos with lots of views. I can't lie to you, and I'm just too truthful, I guess, for my own good. You go after orbs instead of farming and blowing your thumbs off and blowing smoke out of your ears, being bored and farming all day and all night. Do the vault event. That's the only time you should be farming, the vault event. Go hard in the vault event. That's what I just did this weekend, like, decently hard. Yeah, feel better, Sana? You spend $2 every 5 weeks, 2 times gold and silver medal fights. Tyrion says, before they allowed lanterns to carry over, I was doing $2 a week to double all but worst dragon boss. You're always out of gold, Horth? What you spending it on? That's always my first question. What are you spending it on? You're not doing your factions? Because a lot of gold comes from factions. Faction event on Tuesday, your City of Thieves 3 times a day. A lot of gold comes from that, so if you're not doing that, you gotta... I think you are, though, right? Doing your factions, aren't you? So Tuesday faction event, weekend faction events, your City of Thieves 3 times a day, every day. Getting kingdoms to level 10? Yeah. You do the magic kingdoms first, and then you, slowly work on it over time. Don't blow your wad and have 0 gold. You don't have to force that, super early in the game, Just work on it over time. Something to, work on every once in a while. You don't, look at it every day and level kingdoms every day. That's a long-term goal, not a short-term goal. Like me on my new account, I could go get a couple more kingdoms to level 10, but I just don't care. Because all it's going to do is give me 1 armor, 1 HP. So all I cared about was the magic kingdoms, which are going to make me do more damage and get fights done quicker. So I'm not going I'm not going to blow all my gold. Because I don't have that much either. I got 500,000 gold or something on my new account. And I could go blow all of that on 3 kingdoms. But I'm not going to do it because I don't have enough gold. I'm not going to blow my resources down to 0 just for 1 armor or 1 HP. So I'm going to wait for Magic Kingdoms to open. I still got to open up Silverglade and a couple of other Magic Kingdoms. So I'm saving my gold for when those Magic Kingdoms open, and then I'm going to spend my gold. And yes, I'll get all my kingdoms to certain... I'll definitely be using some gold. I'll definitely be leveling some kingdoms, but I'm not going to blow all my gold down to 0 doing it. I'm going to pick one, I'll do it, and then the next week I'll pick one, I'll do it, and then the next week I'll pick one, and I'll do it, and then the next week I'll pick one, and I'll do it. Never blow your resources to 0. Kingdom level and power is a long-term goal. It's not something you should just try to force super early and blow your resources down to 0. And go after Magic Kingdoms first, and I'm not even going to do them until I get all the Magic Kingdoms. The other ones I don't care about until I get all the Magic Kingdoms to the stat. And once I have all the Magic Kingdoms to the stat, I'll start looking at maybe armor, really, for Rowan, and I'll just start picking away at the armor kingdoms. And then after that, be attack kingdoms. I'll start picking away at the attack kingdoms. I'm not going to blow my gold down to 0, though, just getting 2-3 armor kingdoms. I'll do 1 this week, I'll do 1 next week, I'll do 1 the week after that. It's a long-term thing, kingdom level and power. You can start doing that right now. Just start not worrying about it. Pick 1 a week or something, or it might even be 2 a week or 3 a week, but you know what I mean? You don't have to do it until you're able to do it. You're not going to buy a car. You're not going to buy a $30,000 car if you only have $30,000, right? You're probably going to wait until you have $60,000 or $50,000. I mean, that's not a good example, but you know what I mean. You're not going to buy a TV. If you have only $1,000 to your name in the bank, and there's a TV that costs $1,000, you're not going to buy the TV, right? Because you still got to buy food. You still got to live from day to day, buy gas. It's the same thing with Gems of War. Don't blow your resources down to 0. Think like real life with it. So I'm not going to go put my kingdom on level 10 and blow all my gold down to 0, because I still got to buy food, I still got to do gas, I still got to... You know what I mean? It's like real life a little bit. You don't blow your money down to 0 on a TV. There's a TV for $1,000 and you have $1,000 in the bank. You're not going to... And that's all you have. You're not going to buy the TV, right? So don't level up the kingdom if that's all the gold you got. Wait till you have more gold, then do it. Kind of keep a reserve of every resource almost. Should have a certain amount of gems, a certain amount of gold, a certain amount of souls put to the side that you never touch, just in case something pops up that's really important that you need to do. And the way you get gold is the thing we just did, the Vault event. So hopefully you played for at least 10 hours this weekend in the Vault event. Like literally just farming the Vault event in Explorer 1 with your Rowan team. Like 10 extra hours. 3 hours extra a day, at least, with your Rowan team in Explorer 1. Because that's how you get gold. We're going to be opening our vault keys today or tomorrow. And that's where the gold's going to come from too. So it comes from the Vault event and the vault keys that we got from the Vault event. That's where the gold comes from. And then faction events. Faction events are really important for gold. And people skip them. People say, oh, that one's already on 500. I'm not going to do it. But then they're farming gold like an idiot. You should have did your faction event. You should have did your faction events. You could do 3. You can get 3 sigils a day too. You could do that. Like, factions are really good for gold, and vault events really good for gold. Basically, being in a good guild's really good for gold. Put on your gold armor if you don't have it on. Like, you know, get mini mimic fully ascended. And don't blow gold on things like down to 0, basically. That's always my first question. What are you spending it on, you know? Well, don't do that. You know? Like people with their souls and just leveling every troop they get as they open chests. Like, why? You're never going to use that troop. Now you have 0 souls. Now a troop's going to pop up that you need to level and you're not going to have souls. Now a kingdom's going to pop up that you need to level and you're not going to have gold. So it's the toilet seat thing. They come to your door with the toilet seat that's for $50. You don't buy it just because it's 50. You have $50 in your pocket, right? It's stupid. Why would you buy that? Who cares? So just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. You might want to save your resources for later. This game is a very long-term, like daily game. You're thinking months ahead, years ahead, not days ahead, not. Takes lots of patience. Nobody's gonna beat this game. Nobody's gonna get all achievements. Like, I would just put that out of your head. And just, it's a game to work on getting. It's a collecting, like you're collecting things. You're trying to collect everything. You're trying to get more powerful. You're trying to help your guild. You're trying to open up everything, get everything. More of a collection game than a beat the game game. That isn't, yeah. Nobody should be doing those. I mean, they might be tricking people into watching, like, gold farming, soul farming videos, but that's old news, dude. That's like a VHS repair shop or something. Your issue is time. You have 2 accounts and real-life stuff to do? Yeah. Same here, man. Like I always say, this is the best way to do it. I'm just letting you know the best way to do it, and you just have to adjust based on, like, how much time you got to play. So do the most important things first, prioritize. If you only have 30 minutes a day to play, then make sure you do your XP booster, your adventure board, your dungeon, and your guild stuff. Don't jump on the game, start playing Treasure Hunt and Explorer 12 when you only got 15 minutes. Just like prioritize. What's not going to be here tomorrow that I need to get right now? That's what you should do. When you have the less time you have, the more you should prioritize and do very specific things. Not just like jump into Treasure Hunt and Explorer 12. That's a waste of your time, waste of your very little amount of time that you have. Same thing with, like, it's a Vault event weekend. You should probably just do Vault and that's it. If all you have is 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour a day, then literally only do Explorer 1. Why are you jumping off and doing pets and jumping out and doing PvP and doing all this other weird shit when all you got is a little bit of time? Do the main thing. Do the main thing that's going to help you out instead of weird stuff. It's even more important the less time you have to be doing the right things. Yeah, I mean, I have so much souls and gold, like, on my main account, like, I'll never... I mean, gold is getting a little low because I'm not playing as much. Not low at all, I mean, I have like 20 million. But, you know, souls is never... I'm never going to need souls again, for sure. I'm never going to gold or soul farm on my new account. And I'm going to show you don't have to do it, so... I'm literally never gonna gold or soul farm, or metal farm, and I'll have plenty of gold, plenty of souls, and plenty of metals. I guarantee it. I'm not gonna soul farm on any account, anytime, ever. New account, mid account, end game account. I'm not farming. I'm doing the vault events. That's it. Opening vault keys. Doing City of Thieves 3 times a day. That's it. We'll see if it works or not. It's worked every other new account playthrough though. I had so many gems in my last new account playthrough. I was gifting a bunch. I gifted a bunch of them to Sana before I stopped playing the account. I had plenty of gold. You should see my new account right now. Right now it has tons of gold and souls and gems. Like right now, and I'm still like putting kingdoms to certain levels. I'm still buying stuff. I bought 3 Nisha tokens and like 3 Anu tokens already. We ain't gotta be farming, I promise you. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Man, I should do factions. I don't know. You can look at some others videos out there. You know, Court of Foxes is easy. You got Foxfire King. I got videos up about it, so I don't think I need to do it on this. I'll try to do it sometimes on Mondays, but I don't think I really need to, like, every single Monday. Just check out Cynical, Gems of War, Cynical, Court of Foxes tomorrow. And I have videos for it. Epic Trials, same thing. I have plenty of videos doing Epic Trials. Cynical, Gems of War, Vulpacea, or Cynical, Gems of War, Vulpacea, Epic Trials, or something like that. Probably get it for you. I'm gonna get out of here for now. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Take it about the channel comment below. And I'll see y'all next time, which is tomorrow for the new account, where we're going to open all those 100 vault keys that I got over the weekend. Add to that giant stack of gold. Add to that giant stack of souls. Add to that mid stack of gems, because I'm already using them on metals. And yeah, it'll be fun to see cash our paycheck tomorrow from the new account's efforts over the weekend. With a very bare bones basic Rowan team too. Anybody could have done it. I swear, anybody could have done what I did over the weekend easily. So I'll see y'all then. Thanks for joining me today. We got Tyrion, Chad, Juan was here today. Wonderful. Tyrion, Chad, Juan, Horth, Sean, Jets, Sauna. Got Tyrion. We got Classic EverQuest dropping by. Funky Town, Texas, always here. Appreciate it, man. 49 months, too. I really appreciate that. Continued support. Sean was here. Odd One Out was here. Got Horth. We got Tyrion. Jam Ricks with the 40 months. Appreciate that. Chad with a 2, dropping a deuce. And Sauna with the gifted. So 7 buckaroos today. Appreciate it, y'all. Frank was here. Funky Town was here. Starla was here. Funky Town was first, Frank was second, and Sauna was third. YouTube loves Chad, the Clip Bomb. He's number 1. Tyrion was number 2. Horth was number 3. Special thanks to Chad and Sauna. You guys rock. Lights on, doors open. 7 buckaroos beats a blank. So, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. You're the best. Peace out. Open them vault keys, baby.